It's really ice cream. Abontanga nabo puti nabo scheme. It's really ice cream. Abontanga nabo puti nabo scheme. It's really ice cream.
Please tell us about, like, when did you start realizing that you want to pursue a career in music?
So basically, I think I was about 15 when I decided that I wanted to go into music. But obviously, before then, there were certain trends and things that my parents had picked up. For instance, I was in grade 5. I could piece all these words together. I enjoyed poetry, and I had a teacher who was basically developing that talent while I was growing up. And then at 15, going through a whole lot of things at home, and I had a very musical background, so the likes of your Bob Marleys, your Lucky Dubes, your Miriam Makeba, just a whole lot of people that were playing in the house at that time. But I was obviously closer to my big brother, and he used to listen to a lot of hip-hop. So then after that, I started experimenting with that. And I mean, when I was about 15, online media was becoming more and more sort of like the craze. And then I bumped into a girl named Nicki Minaj. At the time, I was introduced to a girl named Bradz. Before then, there was a Queen Latifah, so many females. And I decided, I wanted to do this. And I mean, it is a very conservative society we live in South Africa, but it was something I was willing to do to change not only my situation, but the situation of so many girls, around our country. So I think 16 is definitely where I fell in love with music.
Okay, like how would you say inspired your style of rapping?
I think there's a saying by Tupac, I am the product of society, therefore everything I produce, everything I do, what I am is society. And I think for me that's exactly that. So I mean, it's no secret that I was from like a hectic, abusive, background where there were things happening at home that shouldn't have been happening, for a child to grow up healthily at least. So that, as well as the bullying situation I was going through at school, not really having anywhere to run to, and music being my only outlet where I'd find myself with earphones on and just writing or listening to music. That was my way of like distancing myself from the rest of the world, as well as like just the musicians around me at that time. I was that girl who used to take a metro bus to Dudley Square on a Friday, and there'd be battles outside, and I was the only girl participating. And it's just something that I could do so well, and I could hold my own. And I think the inspiration came from the different struggles that I personally encountered, and me being able to express, because not every artist can express like even 10 years down the line. Not every artist can express what they're going through in a certain specific point in time. But once you do, and once you unlock that, that's when you begin to send chills down people's spines. So I think the inspiration is that feeling and that sensation I give people, as well as my own personal struggles, that still spark a sense of drive in me from the first day. So yeah.
You mentioned your new single, My Ugly Boy.
Yes.
Please tell us more about that.
So My Ugly Boy was basically me going out and saying, what, if I were to create my ugly boy, he probably wouldn't be, attractive, to people's standards. He probably wouldn't have all the qualities that I'd want him to have before, but he's enough for me. He holds me down. He loves me. He does things for me. He's proud of who I am. He feels good being around me. So that's basically what it was, So it's a very light-hearted love song, very funny. We're already planning for the video, and it's just around, your breath may smell, you may not bath, but I still love you. You're mine. Like, you're good enough for me.